6-2, the Tampa Bay Rays on top as we head to the bottom of the ninth inning back in Chicago. Well, the White Sox have had their back to the wall. 4 possible elimination games for them. They've won them all to this point. And certainly in this postseason, yesterday was the first chance that they could be eliminated. They took care of business. But as they come to bat here with just 3 outs left, they trail by 4 runs. They got Thome, Konerko, and Griffey coming up. Grant Balfour, who pitched the 8th, is right back out there to begin the 9th inning. As the Rays go into the shift for Thome, who's 0 for 3 in the game.
Well, I like the call by Joe Maddon to send Balfour back out there. You got to go with the hot hand sometimes, but especially with a 4-run lead. If he gives somebody up, then you will definitely probably see a change. But I think he's got to let him go.
Saw Bradford in the background there warming up in the pen as Thome takes strike 1. He was struck out, flied out, grounded out. On the ground into the shift right side. Bartlett cuts it off, throws out Thome, 1 down in the 9th inning. White Sox have been held in this game to 4 hits and 2 runs. The usual home runs for the White Sox, but they were solo shots. Paul Konerko in the 4th inning, Jermaine Dye in the 6th inning. Rays validating all season long that they are for real. Many checkpoints throughout the regular season, but none bigger than the one they hope to execute right here and end this first round.
Well, if you think about it, you look at their ball club, this is the best they've been all season health-wise. You've got Crawford back full. You've got Longoria back. Those guys were out at different periods of time. Put them both on the same field at the same time. The pitching core has got it all together. They're rolling right now and playing the best baseball they've played all season.
Ball and a strike to Paul Konerko with 1 out in the 9th inning. In there for strike 2, 1 and 2. Rocco Baldelli also part of the guys that are healthy and back for the Rays.
Well, if you look at any team that has a championship type season, the bench has got to have some depth. They've got some nice bench players to bridge a lot of gaps for them.
That's your way, 2 and 2 to Konerko.
You got Baldelli, Rocco Baldelli, and Gross platooning. You got Ibar comes off the bench. They've got some pretty good players that they can do some different things with.
McKinsky, who's not seen action in this series, has been a big player for the Tampa Bay Rays during the regular season.
Yes.
Konerko to right field. It struck well as Gross goes back onto the track, makes the catch in front of the wall. 2 down in the 9th inning. The White Sox are down to their last out. And could this be the last at bat for Ken Griffey in his career?
Well, it very well could be. You know, he's had a knee injury. Again, he's going to have to get that knee fixed. But we'll see. I mean, he's 38 years old. He's been one of the greatest players I ever was on the field with. 611 career homers, 10 gold gloves. He's had a Hall of Fame career. And we'll just have to see what happens come spring.
Rays are getting ready to take the field as it's ball 1 to Ken Griffey, who is 0 for 3. They are positioned and ready. On the top step of that dugout for a long time. They've now moved down to where the exit is.
Well, they'll be jumping that rail. They'll make their own exit.
They're going to find a way onto that field. Easier, though, to take the doorway. The 1-0 to Griffey. It's ball 2, 2-0. Alexei Ramirez on deck, but it'll take something from Ken Griffey with 2 outs here in the 9th. A swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Back to the fastball. Balfour, 95. Great day yesterday for White Sox fans. Not so much tonight. Fouled off, and it's 2-2. White Sox down to their last strike. Thome grounded out. Konerko flied out. The 2-2 to Griffey. Struck him out. In the postseason for the first time, the Tampa Bay Rays are headed to the American League Championship Series. Harold, we wondered how they would bounce back after losing a game in the postseason. This Rays team here for the first time. They bounce back very well in this game on a mission to win this series, and they get it done in Chicago.
Well, they've been resilient all season long, the ability to bounce back, and I honestly believe it goes back to playing in the division that they've played in. They've taken their lumps, but you've played against some of the best players in all of Major League Baseball. And if you're going to compete in that division and walk out as champions of the American League East, you got a solid club. And they got a chance to run all the way to the World Series. They're going to give whoever comes to play them in the championship round, they better be ready, because these kids they're a pretty good ball club.
And it did appear the White Sox were a little bit exposed in the postseason, kind of being one-dimensional, a club as they are, and it wasn't enough against this team that can beat you a lot of different ways.
Well, absolutely right. You know, they had to rely on the power, and anytime you rely on the long ball to win games, you're going to come up short most times. It's a very difficult thing to hit home runs. It just doesn't happen that easy. That's the most difficult facet of the game. But to bunt, manufacture runs, move runners, it gives you a better chance to go ahead and stay in some games.
We'll send it down to Mark Fine. Mark?
All right, Don, thanks. Joe, let's start with your starting pitcher. 10 days rest, a field guy. He felt pretty good today, huh?
Well, Sarni does well on rest. We gave him a little bit of a break after the All-Star break, and he pitched really well at that time. Certain guys feed off of that. Some other guys it could affect, but I thought he'd be fine.
The country's getting to know this team a little bit. They saw how good B.J. Upton can be.
Yeah, B.J.'s special. As he gets a little bit older and gains more experience, I'm not going to say he's going to do that every playoff game, but he's very capable of those kind of games. Tremendous outfielder, plays a shallow center field. Love the man.
The guys upstairs talked about this during the game, and it had always been an excuse. You played in the American League East. But how much did that help you in this atmosphere?
I really believe it's kind of expedited us getting good. We have a lot of nice, skillful young players, but having to play in that environment in Fenway a lot, in Yankee Stadium a lot, I think that's permitted us to get better quicker.
This is your first managerial job. You've got a little bit of a different style, all the quotes, the motivational stuff. Do you take a little bit of personal satisfaction in this accomplishment?
Absolutely. It's always it's a gratifying moment for all of us. For me personally, it just validates a lot of the stuff that you've been thinking for so many years and that it can work. So from that perspective, I really have enjoyed it. But overall, it's about the whole organization, and that's where the true gratification lies, within the Ray organization.
I guess you're going to have to come up with some new math there, Mr. Manager. 9 equals 8. I guess 9 equals 4 now, huh?
9 equals 4 for right now, and let's keep it alive.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks,
Good
buddy.
luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, Don, back to you.
All right, Mark, thank you very much as the celebration is on in the Tampa Bay Rays clubhouse. It's back down to Mark Fine.
All right, with B.J. Upton now. Buddy, you set the tone for this one. 2 home runs. Tell me about those at-bats.
You know, I just got some pitches up over the plate. And, you know, anytime you're facing a guy like that, you got to take advantage of him. You can't let him get to his break and stuff. So I tried to jump him early and get a good pitch. And I got 2 good pitches to hit, and it showed.
How about your pitcher? Andy did an unbelievable job tonight, huh?
He's been unbelievable for us all year. He consistently keeps us in ball games and really doesn't let ball games get out of hand and gives us a chance. So hats off to him. He threw a great game when we needed it tonight, and hopefully can continue through the postseason.
You know, Carlos Pena told us that this was like a fraternity, that he couldn't believe the chemistry on this team. He'd never seen anything like it. Tell me, give me your take on that and how important it was.
You know, I feel the same way. In the past, it's kind of been an individual thing over here, and this year it started in spring training. We all, you know, came together and said, well, this is going to be, we're going to play team ball, and that's exactly what we do day in and day out, and we don't expect any less.
How much of that comes from the manager and the job he did with you guys?
You know, it started with him. He instilled it in us, you know, from the beginning. We're going to play team ball, and team ball is what's going to help us win. And we all, you know, kind of jumped aboard and bought into it, and it shows.
You know, he told us there's 5 stages for a major league ball player. He said stage 3 is I belong. I guess the Devil Rays belong, or the Rays, excuse me, belong now, huh?
Yeah, we believed it all year again, and you know, we feel like we belong, and it's showing right now. But you know, next stop, I don't know who it's going to be, but you know, we'll be ready for him.
All right, thanks, BJ.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, guys. Up to you.
All right, Mark. Well, they're partying in the Rays clubhouse. Rays fans are partying tonight in St. Petersburg, Florida. Their Rays are headed to the American League Championship Series. A fired-up bunch. Have been validated many times during the season, but now they know they can do this in the postseason as well. Final score from Chicago. The Rays able to win it 6-2 in Game 4. Coming up next is the American League Division Series. Game 4, the Los Angeles Angels against the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox leading the series 2-1. You've been watching TBS.